Hey guys, welcome to Y&R Daily Update YouTube channel. Today's topics. Young and the Restless fans think Audra has yet to meet her next enemy while Audra is busy feuding with Claire. Y&R fans think her next enemy is Sienna. Audra and Noah came face to face on the Young and the Restless. It has been years since the exes last crossed paths. Even though Audra's hands have been full with Claire, fans have a feeling that she'll be busy squaring off with Sienna. Key takeaways: Audra and Noah were in a serious relationship when they lived together in London. Noah has been romantically involved with Sienna, who is married to Matt. Y&R fans think Audra will set her sights on Noah again. Could Audra go toe-to-toe with Sienna? These days, Audra Zulika Silver has been beefing with Claire Haley Aaron, who wants to get revenge on her for ruining her relationship with Kyle Michael Mueller. Claire wants to know what Audra did while she was in Los Angeles. This has made Audra wary about her friendship with Holden Nathan Owens. She has a feeling that he'll tell Claire everything in a moment of weakness. Meanwhile, at one soap opera message board, Y&R viewers have a feeling that Audra might fight Sienna Tamara Brown for Noah's, Lucas Adams' affections. The original poster speculated Audra may go up against Sienna for Noah's ex. Audra may start seeing him as a new beau. Who knows what fireworks are to come? Sienna previously mentioned that she didn't get along with Audra. One person mused, "I still wish I knew there is bad blood between Sienna and Audra. I was hoping that they might be sisters, but that didn't happen, so I would love to know what happened between the two." Other fans have this feeling as well. One person wrote, "Yes, I think this should be the way it goes. I'd love to see a Newman family dinner with Victoria and Nate, Audra and Noah, and Claire with Kyle or Holden. Claire will freak out if Noah takes up with Audra. This could bring the family drama that the soap could use. Plus, it would focus more on the younger generation." However, other fans think Audra will end up with Kyle Michael Mueller, who gave up chasing Claire. He told Claire that he needed to move on with his life. Someone else suggested, "Audra will be with Kyle. Just watch." Another person laughed off this idea, arguing, "Who would want that intelligence-challenged crybaby? Noah. Audra may use him for resources, but as a serious love interest, I'm not thinking so." What are your thoughts? Can you see Noah ending up in a love triangle with Sienna and Audra? Subscribe our channel for more latest update. Audra Charles has never been a character who blends quietly into the background on The Young and the Restless. From the moment she arrived in Genoa City, she announced herself as sharp, ambitious, emotionally guarded, and strategically ruthless. She doesn't stumble into conflict, she creates it. And while Audra has already gone head-to-head with formidable opponents, many Young and the Restless fans are increasingly convinced that she hasn't yet encountered her most dangerous enemy. Not because the threats so far haven't been real, but because Audra herself hasn't truly been tested. Audra Charles thrives on controlled chaos. Audra's strength lies in her ability to provoke without appearing responsible. She nudges situations, manipulates dynamics, and then steps back as others react emotionally. It's a classic power play and one she executes with precision. But here's the problem. Audra has mostly gone up against people who underestimate her or engage emotionally. That's where she thrives. Her next enemy, fans believe, will be someone who doesn't play emotionally and doesn't react the way Audra expects. That's where things get interesting. Why current rivalries haven't fully challenged Audra's most visible feuds, so far particularly with Claire and others in her orbit, have been intense, but they've followed familiar patterns. Audra pushes, her opponent reacts. Audra pivots, and reframes. It's a rhythm she controls. What fans are picking up on is that Audra hasn't yet faced someone who plays the long game, withholds reaction, uses silence as a weapon, isn't interested in winning. Today, that kind of opponent would force Audra out of her comfort zone, potentially expose her blind spots. Audra's biggest weakness: she needs to know she's winning. Audra is at her most dangerous when she feels one step ahead. Control isn't just strategic for her, it's emotional validation. She needs to see her impact. That creates a vulnerability. An enemy who refuses to engage, refuses to react, or refuses to acknowledge Audra's provocations would destabilize her far more than open confrontation ever could. Fans are already speculating that Audra's next major adversary won't be someone loud or reactive, but someone quiet, observant, and patient. The fan theory, Audra's next enemy will be unpredictable. Online fan discussions point to a shared belief. Audra's next enemy won't be obvious at first. They won't announce themselves. They won't challenge her publicly. They won't play by the same rules. Instead, they'll watch. And that's what makes them dangerous. Audra excels at manipulating visible dynamics. She struggles when she can't see the board. Why? Audra's confidence. Maybe setting her up. Audra's recent wins have reinforced her belief that she can outmaneuver anyone, but confidence without caution often leads to miscalculation. She's begun to assume she knows everyone's motivation, can predict reactions. She controls the narrative. That assumption may be premature. Fans sense the writers are positioning Audra for a reckoning, not to punish her, but to deepen her character. The type of enemy Audra isn't prepared for. Audra has faced rivals driven by jealousy, love, fear, or insecurity. She knows how to exploit those emotions. But what happens when she faces someone who isn't emotionally invested in beating her? Someone who gains nothing from immediate victory, has patience. Audra lacks, is willing to lose a few battles to win the war. That kind of opponent would flip the power dynamic entirely. Why this matters? For Audra's long-term arc, Audra is too complex to remain static. If she continues winning the same way, her story risks becoming repetitive. A new enemy, one who forces her to adapt, would elevate her from a skilled antagonist to a truly layered character. Fans aren't rooting for Audra's downfall, they're rooting for her evolution. A formidable new enemy would force Audra to confront uncomfortable truths about herself. Why does she need control so badly? What happens when her tactics fail? Who is she without leverage? The psychological game Audra has yet to play so far. Audra has been the one pulling psychological strings. But the most compelling stories are the ones where control changes hands. An enemy who manipulates Audra's expectations rather than her actions would expose her reliance on predictability. That's a chess match Audra hasn't played yet. How this enemy could change a relationship. See, relationships are built on power balance. When that balance shifts, cracks form. A new enemy could isolate Audra, socially undermine her credibility, her into alliances she doesn't fully trust. Watching Audra navigate those pressures would reveal sides of her character we haven't seen: vulnerability, doubt, adaptability. The rinse take. Audra's story isn't about victory, it's about challenge at the rinse. We believe Audra Charles is being positioned for something bigger than another feud. Her story isn't about proving she's the smartest person in the room. It's about discovering what happens when she isn't. Her next enemy won't overpower her, they'll outweigh her. Why fans are excited, not concerned. This anticipation isn't rooted in fear for Audra's future. Excitement. Fans see potential, they see layers. They see a character on the brink of transformation. A true rival would push Audra beyond manipulation into interest. That's where great storytelling lives. Final thoughts. Every strategist eventually meets their match. Audra Charles has outplayed rivals, survived backlash, and emerged stronger. But no strategist goes unchallenged forever. Somewhere in Genoa City, a player is watching, learning, and waiting. And when Audra finally meets her next enemy, it won't be explosive, it will be quiet. And that silence may be the most dangerous sound she's ever heard.